Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is the second lecture, part 2 in the blood group and blood transfusion. So, what is the purpose from the blood transfusion? We transfuse the patient if he need either one of the cells of the blood or the whole blood cells. Like if some patient need platelet, we transfuse platelet. If he need RBCs, we transfuse RBCs. If he needs the whole blood, we transfuse the whole blood. If he need plasma, we transfuse just plasma. So we have a specific situation. We're going to discuss it later in this lecture. But first, we need to know how we transfuse the patient. According to what? We transfuse the patient according to the blood group, according to the two systems that we mentioned it in the last lecture, according to the APO and according to the rhesus system. So, selection of the donor depends on the absence of antigen on the RBCs of the donor that may react with the antibody in the plasma of the recipient. So, in the blood transfusion, we need for matching of the blood of the donor and recipient. Like if the patient is blood group A, we need to transfuse him with the blood group A. Why? As we mentioned before, the people with the blood group A, they have antigen A and antibody B in circulation. If we give that person blood group B, not A, the antibody against B antigen in the recipient blood, it's going to hemolysis that donor blood. Okay, you understand me? Like another example, if the person with the blood group B, they have antigen B and antibody A in circulation. They should receive blood from the same blood group. They should receive blood with blood group B. But if they receive blood group A, if we give blood group A to some person with the blood group B, that person, he have antibody B in circulation. Okay? And that, antibody A. And that antibody A, it's going to hemolysis that the blood contain antigen A. Okay? So, here we have, for example, donor for blood group A, either A or O. So, we mean here the person with the blood group A should receive blood from either A or O blood group. A, it's logically, but why O? Because O blood group, they don't have antigen in the surface of RBCs. So, if we have antibody in circulation, there is no antigen in the surface of the RBCs in the blood group O. So, there is no problem. So, anyone with the blood group A can receive blood from the either blood group A, same blood group, or blood group O. As same, blood group B can receive blood from the B blood group or O blood group. Person with the blood group AB can receive blood from the A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group, and O blood group. Why? Because the person with the AB blood group, they don't have antibody in circulation. So if they receive blood from the anyone, there is no problem because there is no antibody in the circulation that's going to destroy that antigen. Okay? And person with the blood group O can receive blood just from the person from the blood group O. Okay? That is why the person with the blood group AB, they call it universal recipient. That means they can receive blood from any blood groups. And the person with the blood group O, they call it universal donor. That means they can give blood to any person. The person with the blood group O, they can give blood to the A blood group, to the B blood group, to the AB blood group. Okay? Why? Because they don't have antigen in the antigen in the surface of the RBCs. Okay? That is why it's called universal donor. They can give blood to anyone regardless that blood that person contain antibody or not, because the O blood group, they don't have antigen on the surface of the RBCs. Okay? Sorry. So subject with the blood group AB, as we mentioned, can receive blood from every blood group, and it's called universal recipient. Subject with the blood group O can give blood to every blood group, and they describe as the universal donors. What is the types of blood transfusion? We have two major types of blood transfusion. We can transfuse red blood cell, just red blood cell, and it's called packed cell. We transfuse person with the just red blood cell in which situation? If we have blood loss or anemia. We can transfuse platelet if we have low platelet count or platelet disorder. We can transfuse the plasma transfusion if we have a liver problem, because plasma contain proteins. So when we need proteins, we can transfuse just plasma. And also in severe burn and infection, we can give the patient plasma transfusion. And we can transfuse the whole blood transfusion in which situation? If we have a severe hemorrhage. If we lost all the cell content in the blood, we transfuse the patient with the whole blood transfusion. Blood transfusion generally safe, but we have a range of complication. It can be mild reaction or severe and serious reaction. We're going to discuss each one individually. Complication of the blood transfusion. We have a common reaction and we have a serious reaction. What is the common reaction that can occur in anyone? We have a fever and chills, where the immune system reacts to the white blood cell in the blood product. Here, if our immune system attack that WBCs, white blood cell, in the blood, it can cause fever and chills. Okay? It sees that WBCs as a foreign antigen and it attack it. So it causes a reaction like if we have some infection. Okay? Cause fever and chills. We have allergic reaction, and that allergic reaction, it's very common, but it can be range from the mild reaction to the severe and serious reaction. What is the mild reaction? And it was common, like itching and hives, and severe reaction like anaphylaxis. We have also transfusion associated circulatory overload, and we have febrile non-hemolytic transfusion reactions. This is a common reaction occur after blood transfusion. We have another rare and serious reaction. We have hemolytic transfusion reaction, where the body immune system attacks the transfused red blood cell, causing kidney damage and other complications. If our immunity attacks the red blood cell, it caused hemolysis. Okay? Caused hemolysis, called hemolytic transfusion reaction, and it lead to kidney damage and other complications. The second serious reaction, transfusion related acute lung injury. Okay, We have also graft versus host disease. This complication when the immunity attacks the whole blood that transfuse. Okay, and it's like graft versus host disease. It like that blood contain WBCs. If that WBCs in the blood, in the donor blood, attack our own body, it called graft versus host disease. Okay. Infection by transmitted blood-borne infection, and this is common complication earlier, but now because we have blood screening and test of the donor, so now it's very rare, but still we have percentage of blood-borne transmitted infection like HIV, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and West Nile virus. We have also post-transfusion purpura. We have iron overload, especially if we transfuse the patient with large amount of the blood in a situation where we have burn, like severe hemorrhage. So when we transfuse large amount of the blood, it can lead to iron overload and bacteria contamination. This is all complication of blood transfusion. Thank you so much.